The room is quiet in a way that feels intentional, almost reverent, as Aloe Blacc steps into the People-less stage carrying nothing but his voice and the weight of a life fully lived. There is no rush, no dramatic announcement, no attempt to impress before the first note is even sung. Instead, there is a stillness that pulls everyone closer, the kind that makes people stop scrolling, stop talking, and start listening. He begins to sing My Way, and the words feel different coming from him. They don't sound like lyrics learned and repeated, but like memories released. Each line carries the echo of long nights, empty rooms, and the quiet resilience of a man who refused to abandon himself, even when the world seemed uninterested. His voice is warm but weathered, smooth yet honest, as if every note has been tested by disappointment and strengthened by hope. This is not a victory lap. This is a confession. Before the lights, before the recognition, before anyone knew his name, Aloe Blacc was simply a man with songs and responsibilities. He worked regular jobs. He showed up for people who depended on him. He wrote music that lived mostly in notebooks and late-night recordings, unheard by the masses, but deeply meaningful to him. As he sings, the room seems to shrink, turning into a space where every listener can see themselves reflected in his journey. The young artist who was told to wait, the parent chasing a dream after everyone else has gone to sleep, the worker who wonders if passion has an expiration date. Aloe's story is not extraordinary because it is rare, but because it is familiar. He is living proof of what so many feel but few dare to admit, that sometimes doing it your way means walking alone for a very long time. There was a point, he later reveals, when success felt like a moving target. Every step forward came with 2 steps back. Songs that didn't chart, opportunities that almost materialized and then disappeared. The industry praised his talent but questioned his timing. He was too soulful for trends, too thoughtful for shortcuts. And yet, instead of changing himself to fit the moment, he chose to trust that the moment would eventually catch up to him. Midway through the song, his voice softens, and so does the room. There is a noticeable shift, not in volume, but in vulnerability. This is where the story turns. He sings not about triumph, but about doubt, about questioning whether integrity was worth the cost, about wondering if persistence was bravery or stubbornness. It's an unexpected honesty that catches people off guard, because society loves success stories, but often skips the struggle that shapes them. What makes this moment unforgettable is not just Aloe's talent, but his generosity. He is giving the audience permission to acknowledge their own delayed dreams. He isn't selling hope. He's sharing understanding. In a world obsessed with overnight success, he stands as a reminder that meaningful journeys rarely follow straight lines. That realization settles over the room like a deep breath. As the song builds again, something remarkable happens. Aloe shifts from telling his story to lifting others with it. The words "I did it my way" no longer sound like a declaration of independence, but an invitation to believe that there is dignity in patience, power in kindness, and strength in staying true even when no one is watching. His performance becomes an act of compassion, one that validates the unseen efforts of millions. The emotional peak arrives not with a high note, but with a pause. Aloe closes his eyes briefly, as if remembering every version of himself that almost gave up. The man who wondered if providing stability meant sacrificing purpose. The artist who questioned if faith was practical. In that post, the audience feels a collective memory of moments when quitting seemed reasonable, even responsible. Then he finishes the song, gently, deliberately, without theatrics. The last note lingers, not because it is held, but because it is felt. There is silence again, heavier now, filled with reflection instead of anticipation. This is the transformation. Not applause yet, but understanding. When Aloe speaks afterward, his words are simple. He talks about gratitude, about mentors who believed in him quietly, about choosing kindness over bitterness when doors stayed closed, about how success, when it finally arrived, didn't erase the past, it honored it. He shares how staying generous with his spirit, even during lean years, shaped not just his career, but his character. This is where the true message crystallizes. Fame did not make Aloe Blacc who he is. Compassion did. Patience did. Humanity did. His path to recognition was unexpected, precisely because it was authentic. He didn't chase the spotlight. He carried a light of his own until others could finally see it. Aloe Blacc's story reminds everyone listening that doing things your way doesn't mean doing them alone. It means doing them honestly. The room eventually fills with applause, but the real impact happens afterward, in the quiet places people return to, in the renewed courage of someone who decides to keep going one more day, in a gentler way someone treats themselves for not being there yet, in the understanding that paths unfold at different speeds, and all of them are valid. Aloe Blacc leaves the people's stage the same way he entered, without spectacle, but something has changed. Not him, but everyone who listened. They carry with them a simple, powerful reminder. Success is not just about being seen. It's about staying true. And when you lead with heart, even the longest road can become a meaningful one.